So I'm really excited because this is an opportunity for us to get together, connect to the ancestral realm, connect to our awareness of our roots, our root chakra, our alignment to our generational healing. And our generational healing is a direct connection to our generational wealth. The drum is powerful because it allows us to connect to our root chakra, our stability, our sense of groundedness, our sense of power, our sense of security, our sense of self-certainty. This is a power of protection as well. And so as we feel into today, June 2nd, 2022, 6/2/2022, the powerful energy of 2s and 6s running resonant throughout this year, 2 being the 2022 energy, and then 6 being the sum of 2022 year, being the 6th year. And so today on 6/2/2022, we're activating the 6 and 2 codes. 6 being a creation number, 6 being a number of conception, 6 being a number of manifestation, 6 being a number of duality consciousness and shadow work in order to ascend to higher plane for manifestation of miracles, okay? This energy of 6 is powerful. Then we also have the energy of 2. 2 being duality as well, 2 being faith, 2 being trust, 2 being truth, 2 being community, 2 being connection, 2 being love, and just this energy of union in every way, balance and harmony. Okay? So today we're activating the 6 and 2 codes, 6/2/2022. We're connecting to the ancestral realm, our root chakra, as a collective. And we're going to get into some messages for all of you, for me, for all of us as a collective. And I'm also going to be receiving messages for you from the Bone Shaman, anything that you're personally wanting guidance on today from the ancestral realm, or anything in particular to any challenges or struggles you've been facing, or things that you've been moving through, karmic cycles, things like that. The Bone Shaman readings are great for that. So if you're needing some clarity in that area of your life, this is the place to be. And already I'm seeing the super chat donations coming in, people getting in line for their readings. Danielle was first, and then we have Jasmine second. So we will do that. We'll get started on that list as soon as I channel forth a message for the collective from the Bone Shaman. Of course, I have my beautiful velvet satchel of bones, and I will be reading these in just a moment. But thank you, first of all, for being here a day early for me. If you didn't catch my weekly reading on Sunday, you may not know why I'm early today. But the reason why I'm early today and not doing this tomorrow on the actual first Friday for Bone Shaman readings is because I am performing downtown Phoenix First Friday event tomorrow at Bud's Glass Joint for my birthday kickoff weekend. I will be performing all of my hit songs from my 2 latest albums, and it's going to be a super vibe. So because I was booked for that amazing show and opportunity, I am doing the Bone Shaman reading a day early, and actually it makes so much sense because of this 6/2 code that the Bone Shaman just let me know about as I was presenting it to you. So it works out so beautifully in this way, so I'm really, really grateful. With that being said, let's go ahead and activate this energy. We already started with a little drumming. Hopefully you can also hear the tones in the background. I have this really spiffy new setup, y'all, for my phone because I've been getting a lot of feedback from all of you about my lives and my videos. I've been asking for the feedback and you've been supplying it, so thank you so much. And a lot of you have agreed that the phone option is much better as far as quality of sound and video. So that being said, I invested in a little tripod for my phone. I invested in a little microphone for my phone, a little light for my phone. Oh, by the way, I'm not using the light for my phone, but wah, at least here's the ring light vibe that I usually have. But my microphone, I didn't have a battery for it today. So I thought I was going to be able to use my spiffy little camera phone microphone, but I was not able to. So next time I will be doing that. But hopefully, because I really want the drum sound to come in really clearly. So hopefully it comes in a little bit clearly already because of the fact that I'm on my phone right now. But once I get this mic set up next time, hopefully the drum comes in even better. And we can have even more activation with that sound, because sound is powerful, sound is healing, sound is activating, sound is cleansing. So let's go ahead and start with some sound here together by breathing deeply. And if anybody wants and knows for sure they're going to want to receive a personal message today in this Bone Shaman reading, please go ahead and send us a super chat donation for that reading. Just ask a question, whatever you may want clarity on, and I will see that you are in line for your reading after this collective reading. But in the meantime, let's bring in the collective energy, breathing deeply. Allowing for your body to relax fully. Breathing at your own natural pace. Letting the drum do its work on your body, your heart, your mind, your cells. Calling forth your higher selves, your spirit guides of the highest love and light. Your angels, ascended masters, passed on loved ones, and any guides of the highest love and light who wish to be of service today, particularly the ancestral realm. And the Bone Shaman. Bone Shaman is focusing today on energy of fire. The pattern of fire the expression of fire, and the way in which fire burns, engulfs, transmutes. The alchemy of fire. There's been an activation of Aries energy on this planet, raging from the core of Mother Earth, billowing from the depths of the crust of the earth, rising through, cracking through the surface, and heating us up from the inside. Boiling the blood in a way, activating a certain kind of rage, aggression, violence, irritability, tension, tumultuous connection. This fire has codes that are important for our light bodies to recognize and transmute. These codes are coming back up from the surface as karmic lessons to our mass collective. A repetitive cycle from eons and times, decades and centuries before, that created a sense of confusion and chaos, that instead of being transmuted through self-reflection and deep spiritual alchemy, was pushed back down beneath the surface of the earth, only to be risen again through this fire. And so we are receiving this fire again through the connection the earth has to the stars that are influencing it, particularly the Aries constellation, and many other influences of the like that are causing a sense of as above, so below activation of this fire portal during Gemini season, the season of wind, the season of air, the season of lungs, the season of hands, the season of creation, an energy of alchemy. And so we are all experiencing our own version of alchemy through fire. Death by fire, activation by fire, birthing by fire. Death by fire being the way in which we clear, burn away, and release old energies, burn them up and clear them out. No more of the old. Activation by fire, igniting a passion, a sense of exhilaration, exaltedness, a sense of inspiration, allowing for the creation to occur, resulting in the birth by fire, the emergence, the way in which we are implanted into this life, into these vessels, into this planet, seeded from cosmic fire, a comet in our own right, a meteor struck to Earth, birthed into this plane of existence through the spirit of our being and the seed of our vessel. And so as the alchemists of our life, in our light, we are being birthed by the fire, activated in our fire expression, and forced to face the shadows of our fire so that we may burn them out, kill them off, clear them away, activate new light, and emerge renewed and free of karma. And so we recognize that there are many relationships recycling into your life, into your experience here as a collective unit, in history repeating itself, personally and in collective expression. For the purpose of existing in these interactions without karmic weight, debt, or trauma. So that you can activate your true power, your pure mission, your true mission, and thus your true light. And so do not let the rage or fire consume you. Instead, you consume it and channel it into the divine light that creates worlds. A world you wish to live in, a world you wish to exist in, a world you wish to create in. Two steps, 5 pieces. 7, number activation for spiritual growth and acceleration. The first message is our shielding. This desire to protect ourselves from heaviness needs to be released. We don't need to protect ourselves from heaviness anymore. We do not need to shield ourselves from the truth of death or the truth of destruction. We do not need to hide from the reality of pain and suffering. We do not need to pretend as though it's not a part of the spectrum. We need to be aware of the activations in the wisdom that comes from facing these things, from seeing them. This is the hematite skull. This is saying that we are activating a sense of acceptance without excuse. This means that we are accepting the duality, but we're not excusing it. We are recognizing the violence, the rage, the suffering, the chaos, the destruction, but we are not of it. We are not consumed by it, and we do not allow it, but we do recognize it's there because we have to face it in order to transmute it. We have to face it in order to study it enough to know what it is and be able to clear it. So whatever that looks like in your life, and especially what we see it look like for the collective, is no longer ignoring the truth of duality, that it's there, that it's present. This doesn't mean to be consumed by it, but this means to know that it's there so that you can acknowledge you want to move and shift something to clear it or get away from it or resolve it. So we cannot ignore it anymore. It only gets louder. We see that in the news and the way in which these shootings are continually popping up. It's only getting louder. The energy of separation, greed, power, control, war is only getting louder. And so we do not need to ignore it anymore. We need to face it so we can be the warriors that we are, the warriors of light, and save this world from that destruction in a way of dancing with it transmuting it as we can every step of the way, finding a way to read it and then clear it, working to shift it, if that makes sense. So dance with your duality. Dance with it and study it so that you can clear it. You know, a lot of fighting, boxing, jiu-jitsu, MMA, it's a dance, but it's also a destruction. So duality can be destroyed through the dance as well. And we don't want to destroy duality to the point of clearing out the negative, because the negative is what helps create new worlds. We want to tame it. The dance is to tame it, right? We don't kill in boxing or in UFC. We tame it. We strike it down. We knock it out, but it does not die, okay? The middle area of this is activating this energy of balance between our cosmic self and our rooted self, the intuition balancing our cosmic self with the Moldavite, that meteor that we are coming through. This Moldavite is a meteor energy. It is literally a meteor that fell into Earth and seeded into the planet, just like the guides, the ancestors, the bone shamans stated here today. This cosmic activation of our awareness bridged to this is the Belizean Mayan pottery, this ancient ancestral wisdom, bridging that with our intuition, our feminine power, our receptivity, our nurturance, our compassion, our connectivity, this energy that allows us to be peacemakers, to be healers, to be deeply feminine in our expression, our intuition, magical, right? So we need to do that, you know, facing the duality and then using our wisdom from our ancestral connections and our wisdom from our cosmic connections as a way to nurture and resolve and create from the things that are conflicted in our life and in our world. And then we've got a clear shot over here. This is a really nice view, by the way. I'm like really digging this whole phone experience. The void. We instantly shoot into this void space of creation, this energy of what do we want? We can have it all. We get to be the void and create from the void all at once. We get to align to the parts of us that are open and multidimensional and all creating. And that allows us to create a new world entirely in alignment to what is based off this wisdom and cosmic connection, and this ability to see what is dualistic in the way of the expression of what is divine, right? Wow. So there's that, y'all. That is complete. All right. How are we feeling? Who's showing up today? Who is here? Let me see who we got. We got Danielle first, then we got Jasmine. We also have joining us Kevin as well. Good to see you. Awesome. And Kevin's wearing Moldavite. Very nice. Happy birthday vibes. Yes, thank you so much, Kevin. My birthday's on Monday, y'all. What? I've activated the 6 code, y'all, and if you're not on my e-list, you're missing out, because I am doing a really powerful program for all of you to activate your 6-month journeys for the next 6 months of the year. Instead of having to turn your year around in 6 months, we're turning it around in 6 weeks with some activation, accountability, and community support. It's a really beautiful community program, and also has a little bit of solo support as well. And if you're interested in some accountability and activation of your goals, because we only have 6 months left of the year, y'all, and you want to do it in 6 weeks instead of 6 months, go check out the e-list offer that I just sent out, and I'm going to send out another one tonight. So if you haven't joined my e-list, definitely join it. The link is in the description of my weekly reading videos, but I will also add it to here after it uploads. Yeah, really, really powerful. And you can also just email me for more info about the program that I'm offering. You can email the words Boost Camp. So instead of boot camp, it's Boost Camp. It's a 6-week accountability boost camp. And so if you want to email me, readingsbyrissa@gmail.com for more info on the Boost Camp in the subject line or in the message, and I will respond with some details. But I wanted to mention that to you because I've been activating the 6 energy, and the 6 energy is the energy of creation, the energy of conception, like we talked about, and the Bone Shaman just mentioned this a lot, so I feel like it's important to mention again. When we are in this 6th month of June, we are activating that energy of the 6, and so the 6 gets to be the way we create for the next 6 months. It's what we put in to the next 6 weeks, 6 months, 6 days, 6 years even, is what we're going to receive back. And so when we're activating that energy of the 6, we want to make sure that we're really staying accountable, present, and disciplined, as well as creative and balanced in our activation, because that will help our manifestations be more potent and more accelerated, and also help us to step into more of our power. So if you've been struggling with accountability or manifestation, or you've been feeling a little bit stuck or stagnant, or just feeling like you haven't been really inspired or connected or creative, then this program will definitely help activate that. It's going to help you feel accountable and really stand in your power to manifest your goals in 6 weeks. So definitely reach out to me. And I'm 6'6" is my birthday. My birthday is 6'6". I'm turning 33, which is another 6. I'm 6 feet tall, which is another 6. I'm in the 33 ley line, which is in Phoenix. 33 ley line in the world, which is another 6. 2022 is another 6. So y'all, I'm telling you, I'm the right one to bring forth this program, because Spirit was like, listen, you're activating your 6 goddess energy, and you need to help other people activate their 6 energy as well, their manifestation power, their creative power. So if you're ready for that, if you need it, I'm here for you, okay? All right, let's go ahead and start with Danielle. She is the first for her reading. What messages does the Bone Shaman have for me about my new connection, or whatever comes through for messages for me? Beautiful, Danielle. I love this message. All right, let's see what we got. Three steps, 4 aspects. Okay. The first thing is, what they're saying is, continue to keep the masks off. Do not go back to putting a mask back on. Do not go back to shielding yourself. Both of you have already done the work now to start to take the mask off, start to unveil who you truly are, start to become more vulnerable with each other, start to see each other naked. This could be more energetically than anything, but could be the other way too. But this energy of vulnerability, this energy of stripping down, this energy of being seen for your pure essence is happening at this time, and your guides want to make sure that you don't put the veil back on, that you don't put the guard back up, that you stay in that sense of openness and vulnerability, both of you, okay? And anytime you start to feel yourselves put the shield back up, remember that that is a protection mechanism. That is a kind of an addiction flowing through you, where you're addicted to being guarded, you're addicted to being covered up, you're addicted to being not seen, and that is actually counterproductive to your growth and your magic. So your guides want you to keep the veils lifted, keep the vulnerability present, keep open and revealed in your energy, and don't go back to the old ways of shielding that can be addicting or can feel empty for you. If you're feeling empty, then you're probably not letting yourself be seen or be heard. So this is part of how you can tell if you start to slip back into those old patterns. Also, the trauma in your past is gone. You don't have to fear what you've been fearing from this connection because of your old connections. You know, whatever your old connections were causing you to fear with this new connection, don't fear it with this new connection, because this new connection is not like the old one. Those are empty fears, empty threats, okay? These are empty threats to you. These are not real, these are illusionary, okay? That's where this bullet's coming from. So first step is to keep the masks off, and doing so by recognizing when you're starting to feel empty or feel shielded, and get back into that place of reminding yourself that you're safe. The second part is recognizing that you're done with the pain and suffering as far as the threats from the past. You've learned those lessons. You don't have to shield yourself like you used to have to in old connections. You are safer here. And then the third step is this energy of standing in your magic, aligning your magic. This is your chakras, your kundalini. This is like almost like you're out of balance, or you're not all the way standing strong and upright in your magic. So you have to, the third step is harboring your magic, grounding into your magic amidst this connection, like not letting this connection get in the way of your magic, but instead working your magic while in this connection, because that's going to then create this like beautiful trinity of energy where you heal so much of yourself and you activate so much between you. So there's a lot of potential here. But there is a little bit more karmic work to be done, just in making sure you don't go back to the old ways of shielding yourself, putting the masks up, or thinking that you're not safe, or believing in empty threats that are not really true, but that are more of an illusion from the past, okay? And then, of course, staying disciplined in your magic. Staying disciplined in your magic, not letting the other elements distract you from your magic, but instead working with them all three. Okay, does that help, Danielle? Let me know. Lots of channeling coming through. Ooh, that was a 3333 when I said that on the length of time for the reading. Pretty cool. Okay, y'all. The next one is Jasmine. If anybody else knows they want to get a channeled message, let me know. I will take one more person. Possibly two, but one more person if one more wants to get a reading. But Jasmine's next. Just send a super chat donation if you want a bone shaman reading. But let's go ahead and do Jasmine. Hopefully that helped Danielle. Let me know. And Jasmine says, I'm happy to accept whatever I need to hear. Beautiful. Okay. Two steps, 4 elements. Give me just a second. This is all one element. It's 4 elements, but it's acting as all one. So I'm going to read it as, almost one. We've got this kind of a little separate. So I'm going to read it as almost one, because these are kind of touching. Okay, so first of all, you are experiencing some emotional release as far as cleansing. You've cleared some of the old emotional wounds and the reasons for your old emotional protective coping mechanisms. And so in that, you've laid it all out. You've let it all go. You've released a lot of fear. You've released a lot of pain. You've released a lot of anger and sadness. And now you're in this place of exposure. And even your guards are down. And that's okay. As a result of that, you're able to create a lot. But there's also a little bit of a emptiness or a lack of direction. Like a lack of direction. Let me get a direction for you with the pendulum. It's almost like because you've let go so much and you're so detached and so like at your center point. Actually, even the pendulum is just at a center point right now. Because you're so at your center point, it's almost causing you to feel like you don't have a direction, and it almost might create a little anxiety. Look at the way the pendulum is jumping. I don't know if you can see it, but it's literally jumping here. It's literally like, and I'm very still right now. Like even if I lift my hand up, it's very still. My fingers are not shaking. So this energy of anxiety from not feeling like you have a direction because you've kind of laid it all on the line. So let me get a direction for you. Let's see what the guides want. Okay, they're saying pick your emotional body back up. So use your emotional, so it's almost like you've detached so much by clearing pain, grief, sadness, heavy emotion that now you actually are kind of numb. And so you need to kind of get back to your emotional body, reactivate your awareness of the spectrum of emotion. This means not to be consumed by it now that you've cleared a lot of the trauma connected to emotions. You can actually play in the spectrum of emotion. You can allow your emotional body to start to feel more sensitive again, start to feel more intuitive again. Let yourself experience the spectrum of emotions: joy, pain, sadness, anger, excitement, exhilaration, passion, confidence, etc., creativity. And then that will activate a sense of direction for you. So if you've been pushing away emotions since this kind of cleansing of your emotional body, it's time to now let yourself reconnect with your emotional body, knowing that it's safe to feel again, and start letting yourself feel again, because that will bring in more direction and help you to create something from that direction, so you're actually manifesting from it, okay? So that is what I'm getting for you, Jasmine, all one together. It was 2 steps. The first step being recognizing how far you've come and letting everything go and kind of being exposed. But then the second step, picking your emotional body back up. So allowing your emotional sensitivity to reactivate so that you can use your intuition now in the cleansed way it is, free from trauma and karma, to direct you on your path and purpose. Let me know if that helps. Danielle said, yes, that is spot on for me right now. Started feeling myself trying to go back to running away. I know this connection is good for me. I do feel a bit unbalanced, but I think it's just a bad habit. Yeah, no problem. Can you see how they want me to start picking it back up? Sure, yeah. Let me pull a card for you on that. Get a nice clear direction for you on how to pick your emotional body back up, Jasmine. Yes. Thank you all for your activations, for being here, for being present, for showing up a day early, and always showing up at a time when it's a little different every week. I know it's a little different every week with the Bone Shaman, or every month with the Bone Shaman reading, so thank you all for your flexibility. All right, Jasmine, let's see what they want as far as the emotional body reconnection. All right, just ask. Just ask your spirit guides to reactivate it. Just ask your higher self. Just ask your heart, is what I'm getting as well, to start to let yourself feel again. You've got to give yourself permission to feel again. You've got to ask yourself to start feeling again. You've got to really ask permission to your emotional body. It's because you're the one that shut it down. So you've got to ask yourself to turn it back on, okay? And ask your spirit guides to help you with this. It says, there are many here in the spirit world that can assist you at this time. We are made up of the divine source, your loved ones, friends, guides, angels, and spirit helpers who are waiting to assist you. We are your spiritual team, and all you have to do is ask for our help and guidance. So ask your guides to help activate your emotional body again, and also ask your higher self and your heart chakra, which is in charge of your emotional body. Ask it to come back online, to reactivate, to connect to you again. And then you want to listen to your emotions. So you also bring your emotional body back into play by listening to them. Don't ignore your emotions anymore. So part of you being numb now is a result of you kind of ignoring your emotions over some time. So now when you feel them, listen to them, sit with them, take a second with them. Instead of trying to cover them up or move away or run from them, sit with them, listen to them. And that will reactivate that energy, because it will show them that you want to talk to them, that you're wanting to reconnect with them, and then they will also connect with you. It says it's just reminding me to visit a place you used to go when you were a teenager again. Yes, love that. Yes, go back to that place. Ask for that emotion to come back to you. And I think that would be a really nostalgic activator of your emotional body connection. So beautiful. Yay! All right, everyone. Well, it's been a pleasure. It looks like that's all for tonight. It's been so fun to connect. 42 minutes on the dot, almost 43. So thank you so much for that powerful alignment. Thank you for coming out here a day early and joining with me on here for another Bone Shaman reading during such a powerful month of the 6th, my 6th year, or my solar return month, and of course the 6th month of the year, the 6th energy of creation. So if you want to work more with the energy of creation, if you want to stay accountable in your year and your goals and your activation of your next 6 months of this year, please reach out to me, readingsbyrosa@gmail.com. I do have a brand new program. It is very affordable. I've created it specifically for those of you who may need a little bit of a accountability mentor, but also want to activate more of your alignment to manifestation in your life at this time. If you have some specific goals that you know you want to achieve in the next 6 weeks to 6 months, and you really, really, really need some help to get there, please reach out to me, readingsbyrosa@gmail.com, and send me a message with the information, or with the name Boost Camp, the words Boost Camp, in the subject or in the text box, okay? And make sure to join my e-list. You can join it with the link in the description of every weekly reading that I've posted here on this channel. The most recent one being the one on Sunday at 1:11 p.m. Central Time that I posted. And of course, I will do another one this Sunday as well. So I will be connecting with you again on Sunday and on Saturday for a little starseed meditation as well. I can't wait to see you then. Thank you again for this delightful connection, and I will check back in with you soon. Peace.